Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome you to a new League of Legends video. For those of you that are unaware, Heimer is getting a visual update that is currently live on the PBE servers. So I really wanted to showcase some gameplay of the new Heimer, just how he looks and feels within a normal game, how his skills look, how his turrets look, and all of that good stuff. On top of this, I will also be showing you guys some new cool interaction quotes he has with other champions, and another really interesting thing that only happens when he gets a pentakill. So first, let us quickly talk about what is new in this update. So of course, you can see Heimer looks completely different. He even walks different. He has a completely new running animation when he runs out of base with home guard, which I'll show you right now. I think this is one of the coolest running animations for a champion that has home guards, as this only applies to this item specifically. He just takes a rocket out of his hair and just starts flying on it. Pretty sweet. Keep in mind, this is only a visual update. The champion's abilities are the exact same as they are currently on the live servers. But all of the skills look completely different. They look really nice and really cool to use. Look carefully at his hair whenever he uses an ability. He seems to pull out some robotic arm that always initiates the ability, and it looks pretty sweet. Also, the turret that he places with his ultimate looks extremely awesome, just something that you do not want to mess with. Of course, with this new update, every single turret will obviously look different depending on what skin you're using with Heimer. Taking another look here at his hair, it seems like each ability has its own respective robotic arm that comes out of his hair, giving it a somewhat unique feel to each ability that is being used. I'm sure many of you want to see how his new abilities look like up close, so let's go through each of them right now. So don't forget that I am using the alien Heimer skin, but this is how his Q looks like. Pretty nice. This is how his W looks like when he fires all the rockets. And of course, this is how it looks like when you fire the rockets as spread out as possible. Heimer's E ability also looks really nice. It makes it look a lot more futuristic looking. Now let's take a look at how his new ultimate looks like. Whenever you activate it, you of course get these things on top of your head to signify that you are ready to fire a powered up ability. And of course, this is how the ultimate turret looks like with the skin. You can see a brain in the middle on top of the turret, making it look pretty sweet. Then of course you have his W. It fires a lot of really sweet looking missiles, giving it a very nice look, signifying that this is of course a powered up version of all the rockets, other than the fact that there's so many of them. And this is of course his ultimate grenade, giving it a nice texture look every time it bounces by the surrounding area. So on top of all of these upgrades to all of his skills in terms of visuals, he also gets a new array of quotes. Let's take a listen to a couple of them.
Raise your what? 42. There's just something about that number.
If you get what he's referring to in that quote, then kudos to you. But he also has special quotes when interacting with certain champions, which are a lot more interesting. Let's take a quick look at those as well. The first one I want to show you guys is one of 4 quotes that Heimer can say when interacting with Ziggs.
I don't agree with your methods, but by golly, do you get results?
This one right here is with Victor.
If you seek to replace all humans, there will be no one left to appreciate your work.
This one next is with Jace.
Ah, Jace, mind if I borrow some of your hexpertise?
And last but not least, Vi.
Groundbreaking hex tech innovation employed in the service of punching.
Of course, he also has a lot of quotes that he can say whenever he uses a specific ability. But let's go into something a bit more interesting. The final thing I want to show you guys in this new rework is what happens whenever Heimer gets a pentakill. So far, unless I'm mistaken, I think he is the only person to get a specific buff icon on top of himself whenever he gets a pentakill. So just as I finished getting one in a bot game on the PBE server, you can see the buff icon called Eureka, which of course states, Heimerdinger has solved the problem of having enemies who are still alive. Using careful experimentation, he has adjusted their alive status for science. But that is it for this video, guys. Hopefully you have a better idea of how the new Heimer visual update will look like. You also now have a better idea of what champions he has, what type of interactions with, and also the really interesting and really clever new buff icon whenever he gets a pentakill, making it feel a bit more rewarding whenever you do score a pentakill with this champion. Maybe this is something Riot should think about implementing on all the other champions. Please do throw in a like if you did enjoy this episode, but as always, hope to see you next time. Peace!